Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fantastic biannual podcast known as the Sunday Puddcast. I'm joined by my inevitable co-host, junior co-host, the man of the hour, the empirical king of the Grandar Republic, which makes no sense at all, Marshall Augustine Edward Peterson Asshat III. How you doing, son?
I'm doing good. It's been a wild ride. Over the past 2.5 hours of election coverage, which you can check out somewhere eventually. I don't know. I have a feeling this podcast will come out before the election coverage.
I'm hoping to get it up tonight.
The podcast?
Yeah, that's going to require a little, effort from both of us, but we'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
we'll talk about that later. Jesus. Okay, yeah. But yeah, you'll definitely, if that happens, you'll definitely see the podcast before the coverage of the election comes out officially on my channel. But hopefully the people who are most interested were here, because I made 2 announcements about it and a lot on Twitter. You should definitely follow me on Twitter, because I talk a lot on there, more than I do on my channel about things you need to know. But yeah, how have you been, Putty?
I'm good. I've just released the votes on the stream, so that's going to cause a little bit of uproar.
On the stream?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've just pasted the votes into the stream. Who voted for who?
Oh, in the chat. Let me check that. This I haven't been looking at the chat.
So basically, what we did tonight was a general election for our Minecraft server where we voted on who would be the next president, and the one who won was Reginald von Assat, aka Chris. Who will actually? Do you want to get in the call right now?
Yeah, let's try to get him in the call.
I will add him. Add participants.
I'm just looking at the chat because I haven't read it in a while. So many comments. Also, if you like this sort of thing, please consider following the Event Horizon X on Twitch. We are trying to stream more often.
All right, I have called Chris.
We're getting a bit of issue here. Chris!
Yes.
Hey!
Congratulations!
Congratulations! How you feeling?
All right. How are you guys?
Were you watching the end of the podcast? I mean, the end of the stream?
I have a 2-bar internet connection right now. Quite literally, I can't take much.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So you weren't watching the end. Jesus, I'm losing Putty's video. So you weren't watching the end of the stream?
No, I stopped like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wow. Well, you won 5-4.
Yay. Alright. So, where's the throne?
In the Imperial Palace.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Can we move it to my bar?
You could sue for that.
I could sue for that?
No. He could sue for that. If you wanted the thing in your bar, then you can sue for that.
Yeah, by the way, Putty, however you posted the votes didn't work. You only posted 2 votes.
What do you mean?
The only 2 votes that showed were Daniel and Chris's votes. They cut off the
I bet
rest.
those were decisive votes.
Wait. On mine it looks fine.
Oh, on ours it doesn't.
Daniel for Daniel, Chris for Chris, General for Chris, Streedy for Daniel, Reese for Daniel, Paddy for Chris, Marshall for Chris, Stephen for Daniel, and Jacob for Chris.
Stephen voted
Wait,
for
are you guys
Daniel.
still streaming right now?
Yeah, Stephen voted for Daniel.
Yeah, we're streaming right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Say hello.
Well, hello.
So,
I just waved at nothing. God.
how do you feel about electing Daniel as your vice president or minister or something like that?
I'll take a minute as an advisor. I need another opinion.
Probably vice president then, if that's what you're looking at.
You know what? Yeah, now that I think about it, that seems logical.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. Have you considered who you will? Well, we don't really have enough people, but have you considered any thoughts on who you will put in the positions of domestic policy minister and foreign affairs minister?
Yeah, it's tough because we don't really have much to pick from right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to sit on that one. I think I have someone in mind, but
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, as president now, what's your opinion towards Jacob and
Jacob?
Streety?
has Street done anything on the parallels of Jacob or?
Not in the server, no.
Oh, okay, well, and there's no
Streety
reason to
has
have
said
any
that he shouldn't be trusted, though. He did say that in his interview.
We'll have to keep an eye on him, but I'm sure he will be an outstanding citizen.
Interesting. So, there's a little bit of uproar about the voting. Can I just explain this? So I had said at one point in the election that if from this point onwards, the next votes for Streety would be counted as votes for Chris.
Mhm.
And the first vote Super General Craze voted for after that was Streety. So I took that as a vote for Chris.
So he didn't do that knowing.
Well, I told him very
Yeah,
clearly
yeah.
votes for Streety would be considered votes for Chris, and so that's what I took.
That- all right. Daniel might have an issue with this, but I see it as completely valid and know that.
Should we bring Daniel on the call right now?
Yeah.
You know what?
Sorry. I should stop chewing gum while we're in a podcast.
This is going to end up being a ridiculous podcast, but hey, it might
Yeah,
be
well, because I'm
entertaining.
having trouble with the Skype video. I'm trying to get you to be the primary video person, but what I was doing before isn't working. Ah, there you're back, but it'll leave. Okay, so we're getting Daniel on the podcast.
Which is screwing up your video again, probably.
Nope, it stayed pretty centered.
No, and
Nope,
it's
nope,
fucked.
never mind, there goes.
So
Spoke too soon, I guess.
you did. It's okay.
Daniel, are you here? No.
Daniel. No, it's still calling him. He might be
Okay.
a little bit sore. He might be hitting the bottle right about now.
Well,
So
it
Chris,
was close.
Chris, what is the first thing next week you are going to legislate? Are you going to call your parliament together first and have a talk, or are you going to go straight for a bill?
You know what? I think we're gonna have a pep talk. Then I think we need to start working on the Lowtown ordinances.
Oh, you're going to reform Lower Town to make it less shitty. Is that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to repeal a few things protecting chickens, but past that, I think we could get this started right.
All right. What about any protection on trading in bars and things like that? You got any thoughts?
I don't know. It's tough, really. All this power. I'm not sure what to do with it.
what is your stance on challenging the current imperial and judge, like the supreme judge and the imperial king, the two current leaders of the government? What is your stance? Are you going to challenge them or work with them?
Well, I'll work with them, but if necessary, and if I see any kind of illogical use of resources, I will step in and see if we can better that. But I'm not just going to be obstructive for the sake of being obstructive.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So you talked a lot about safety of the roads. Is that high on your agenda?
It's up there. It's definitely not priority one. Priority one would probably be switching up the currency a little bit.
Oh, right.
But that's going to take lots of legislation,
So
which should be fun.
So Chris, on January 1st, you're going to be inaugurated, and we are going to ceremonially inaugurate you with this sword, and we're going to inaugurate you in game with a diamond sword.
So does that mean you're going to beat me about the head?
Yes. Yeah, you
You're
might want to.
president. Congrats. Get murdered.
Yeah, you'll have to wear armor because getting hit twice with a diamond sword might damage you quite a bit.
Chris, I got a question from a citizen.
Oh yes.
So how will this affect Reese's farm?
Oh,
It shouldn't too much immediately. Once stuff starts going, we'll see if we can't work something out. But past that, it's going to be a slow start because I still have to figure out how everything works here.
So no immediate changes to the agricultural taxes then?
Well, yeah, that, and if there's any kind of negative impact temporarily, we'll try to see if we can't reimburse them in some way, shape, or form.
So you are going to change the taxes right away?
Not immediately and not to their fullest extent. I would like to partially adjust them, see how it works out, then see if we can't step it up.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You're going to introduce corn laws.
Corn laws.
The cornerstone of the Puddcast party.
I believe at one point you said you had in the debate, it wasn't in the highlight reel, didn't you say you had an acceptance speech written?
Oh, okay, well, bit of sarcasm, but
Oh! Why would you say something like that? I was excited. I wanted an acceptance speech out of you.
Well, I have till January 1st, so...
That's true.
Chris, how will you control alcohol use on the server? Both in real life and in game.
What control?
He runs a bar, to be fair.
Yeah, you're probably not going to want alcohol control.
The fishing industry. Will you...
Oh.
Private, public, district?
I think we could go with... Actually, probably a mix of the two. We could have the public one, just so you could... You know how there's more types of fish
public one
now?
being Dino? Did you just say the public one is Dino?
No, wait, what?
I'm joking.
Wait,
Am
we're
I
hearing
coming
that,
in all right?
that you want to kill Dino? No.
Am I hearing that we're gonna kill Dino? This is a great idea.
I just heard that you have plans and a mandate from the president to kill
To kill Dino.
Is it? Can we get this confirmed with our sources? Yes, Maggie. Go get it confirmed.
I'm hearing we're killing dinos.
I keep hearing the words "kill, kill, kill" repeated in a demonic voice in my head. We have Daniel on.
I'm here.
Daniel, commiserations.
You know what you said about me turning to the bottle?
Yeah. Oh! Disgraceful man.
What can I do?
That's not a bottle, though. I'm hearing a lot of background noise from one of you. Someone's moving around in their chair
Sorry,
hell
I
of a
just
lot.
readjusted
Okay.
my Jiggamortits.
What the? What? Your Jiggamortits? That's disturbing. I feel bad because, I can't... it keeps switching around. I'm trying to get the people with cameras on the picture. Oh, goddamn. Well,
Sorry, just ignore me here.
we will. We will.
So, commiserations, Daniel. You fought a very hard campaign. Is there anything you'd like to say to your...
I would claim corruption on the fact that you said, and you counted votes for someone who wasn't even elected as votes for the other party.
Well,
For your
to
own
be fair,
party.
it was predetermined,
I had said...
and they still did it.
I said any votes from Streety from the next 10 minutes are going to be counted
Really?
for Chris, and I felt like he said Streety, and I thought, well, he obviously wants to vote for Chris, so that's what I put down.
I never heard you say that, and I'm pretty sure they didn't either. In fact, let's ask
I
them
did.
now.
Oh,
Let's ask them now.
thanks, Chris. Well, there's a video Marshall's going to be uploading at some point this week that'll prove it. So
Oh, God. Sorry. Shit.
I'm trying to pull a podcast together while Marshall is screwing around with cameras.
Oh, fuck. Fuck me.
Marshall,
Oh, God.
Marshall,
Hey,
I would have done
Marshall,
this
I'm
so
bleeding
much
into
better.
your frame.
We'll just share a frame there. We'll share.
Yeah, come here, Marshall.
Hey, it's not the first time.
Hey, Daniel.
Put your camera in front of the thing.
I'm in
Well-
a little window.
Only the most professional format in here.
We were going so well up until this point.
It was so well, and then we started messing around with calls. I said this multiple times. The podcast would not be in the same professional format as...
Daniel, how do you... look at the logo. Daniel, how do you feel the... Where was the election lost? Just leave it like that, Marshall.
The election was lost because you threw out my votes.
I didn't throw out any votes. There was
You
one
know,
vote
you-
for Streedy that accounted for Chris. Otherwise, it was a draw.
Which you threw out. You threw out to your own party, to the party you were sponsored for. I'm back in the frame. Hello.
Wait, no, wait. I was not sponsored by this party. I sponsored the party.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So you therefore were corrupted,
No, he's just the representative.
but then you corrupted that vote.
My duties as a sponsor of
I can't
Paddy's
see
Legion.
the stream chat, just so everyone knows. My computer crashed.
My duties as the sponsor of Paddy's Legion are separate from my duties as the counter of the votes, and I keep
My-
those professionally separated.
Am I still coming in? All right, guys.
Yeah, I can hear.
All right.
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know. I see a lot of people calling for a recount in the chat.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, let me just. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Let's-
1, 2.
Don't just count
3,
the votes
4.
out.
It's okay to recount. Okay, so we've got one vote for Daniel. That's one vote for Chris. It's 2 votes for Chris. It's 1 vote for Daniel. So that's 2-2. Another vote for Daniel is 3-2. Another vote for Chris, it's 3-3. Another vote for Chris, that's
4-3. Good job.
4-3. Yeah, thanks for that. Another vote for Daniel, that's 4-4, and another vote for Chris, that's 5-4.
But I would like to.
I don't think that's what they meant.
But I would like.
He just counted.
Recounted.
There's no legal definition for recounting on this server, so
General, can you please say whether that vote that you gave to Stree, whether you'd rather that go to me or to Chris?
It doesn't matter what he says now, because
I-
look, if he gets to change his vote, Stephen can change his vote, because Stephen asked if he can change his vote, and I said no to him.
But Stephen specifically voted for a party. You changed the vote.
Stephen voted for
specifically to
you.
suit your party.
Stephen voted for you, and he wanted to change it, and I told him no.
Yeah, but Stephen specifically said me.
Yeah.
General said Streedy, and then you changed
Stephen,
that to your
where are
own.
you? Is Stephen watching this? Second.
I think
Yeah,
what Putty is
think-
saying here is even if we let people change their votes, which by the way is impossible because the polls closed 20 minutes ago, Chris would still win.
My point is that General said that several times that he wanted to vote for
The
me.
pictures are jumping around so fucking much.
Marshall, just concentrate on the audio being good, okay?
I have
Leave,
trouble.
leave the video.
I keep
This is
looking
fun.
at the
wait.
video.
When I talk, does my thing pop back? Oh, it does. That's so cool.
Okay, so
You
basically,
can't stop me, Marshall.
Daniel, the corruption is there. Daniel, would you like to ask for a position in Chris's government?
I would like to ask that I be put forward as vice president, or well, as vice president is an advisor, so yeah. Vice
Well,
president.
welcome aboard.
Handshake. It doesn't really do a handshake, but
There, I poked my mic. That's close enough. There we go.
The royal ceremonial sword is passed off.
I'm taking that, Marshall. I'm coming to your house and taking that.
Someone asked what this is
now
from.
the bottle.
Someone asked what this is
Really?
from. It is from the Hobbit movies. It's the sword called Orcust, carried by Thorin Oakenshield,
It's well made too.
and later by
It's so
Legolas,
Purdy.
forged in Gondolin in the First Age,
Here's my advice.
for
by
a
the way.
captain of
Have
the
a
guard of Turgon's realm. What were you
So
saying?
my advisor has an advisor. Man, I'm official.
Yes. So official. So official.
So, basically, Chris, when are we doing the inauguration, Marshall? The first.
Isn't it
The
January
The January
Why the-
1st.
By the first, I think you and Daniel should write out an agenda of 5 points you want to get done in 3 months.
All right.
Okay. Do you want us to do that now?
No, not right now.
Why didn't you
Well,
two?
everyone went
why did-
silent, so I thought
Why
that's
didn't you
like-
just? Why
Yeah,
didn't you-
let's just write an agenda right now. No.
Okay.
Why don't you
Put it
two
up.
leave the call, right? Go into your own call, write this agenda, come back to us in half an hour, and we'll
Chris, are
talk
you-
about it.
Are you a friend of mine?
You're
Chris-
somewhere.
Send I am. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna boost myself up to the top of your recent. There you go.
All right, and see you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Daniel, this is where you do something called hanging up yourself. Because, okay, he can do it. He can do it. He can do it. Okay, great. Because he has not been able to do that every fucking time. Okay, Sorry, I'm a little bit peeved because during the intermission he was staying in the call, and for some reason, because Skype is being all fucked up, I couldn't hang up on him, and he just kept staying there going, and he kept talking like this while we were playing music. It was annoying.
Well, anyway, do you wanna talk, what do you think about this voting situation, huh?
Do you want my opinion?
I do.
I think it was a little bit bullshit. I do think it was a little bit corrupt, but you know, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna make that big of a deal out of it because they can re-vote in 3 months. I do know why you did it, but at the same time, like, okay, I do agree that person's vote, the first vote they said should have been counted. However, the fact that you yourself moved that vote into Chris's campaign, that is shady. But
Well, I did. It's not like I did it like without them knowing.
But hey, Chris and Daniel have 3 months to reform the voting system. Maybe they'll change how we do this. Because they could pass a voting act, which would be interesting to see. Or a voting rights act, perhaps. Let me see. I think I would see some comments here. Oh, it was just them being added and leaving to the call. It's just notifications. Okay. Like I said earlier, that we might not just talk about the election. Is there anything else you'd like? Is there anything you'd like to talk about besides the election?
I mean, do you have any ideas? I don't mind. I can't really think straight at the moment. I don't
I'm
know.
wearing an intense training shirt,
Bro, do you lift?
bro. I do. I lift and read books. Anyway, corruption. They just keep saying the same. That word has appeared so much in the Twitch chats. Corruption.
In the whole
corruption.
series, like people just keep talking about this corruption.
People do talk about corruption a lot in the regular series. It's very interesting.
When you get on the server and do something about it.
Yeah. It's true. No one, like, a lot of these people could get on the server. I'm moving you back into frame. There we go. There we go. Okay. So something I didn't talk about in the last podcast that I wanted to was my was a issue I've had with subscribers lately on my channel, where basically my subscribers quickly rose to 350 within, or 300 somewhere around there, within 2 days, and then quickly fell back down to 210 or something, or 220 or 230. I don't remember what it fell back down to. So obviously something there was going on. I don't know how many of the subscribers I still have are fake, because there may be fake subscribers there. There may not be. But the good news is my subscribers have steadily increased with real subscribers over the past couple weeks, I've noticed, and they're real because they've been interacting with me. Like, there's been increased interaction. So it's just that was a weird period on my channel with all that going on. Buddy, are you there? How was your Christmas, buddy?
Average. It didn't really start. Like, usually it starts early, right? It's like a Christmas period. It's kind of like a day this year.
Yeah, my Christmas period was, we got ready for Christmas way too late, like within the last week, and then and the Christmas itself was decent. I had a good Christmas. Gifts were awesome. Putty, you got a new hard drive for your channel.
Yeah. I got a new hard drive, so
Which means you'll finally be able to just record to your heart's content all day long.
which I'll be doing next week live on stream.
How have you this is actually the first time I've used OBS to record. Do you is it okay? Have you used it to record?
I haven't used it.
Maybe it'll turn out shit. I think it'll turn out fine quality wise, but the one thing I'm worried about is a huge file size, but we'll see.
Hopefully it all recorded. Have you got, like, how much space have you got free?
500 gigs.
It's 3 hours of moving video.
No, but it's small video. It's not.
Okay.
It's just us, and
It's
Mike.
not just us. We got some adverts and.
The adverts were not moving video though. They were like,
Do you know where?
okay, So we had 1 2-minute moving video full screen, 2 videos of us in small boxes at 20 frames per second. My webcam's at 22 frames per second. Do you know what your webcam is at?
It's my webcam. It's 120.
Your webcam's at 120 frames per second.
Yeah, sorry.
I guarantee you your webcam is at a similar frame per second. Most webcams are. And your webcam looks just as shitty as mine.
That is not 30.
See, yeah, it's not 30. It's definitely not 30. It may be Skype, but I'm definitely seeing some frames drops on yours.
That's not 30. Anyway.
Less than 30, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you.
Why is 3D added?
Huh?
Dunno. He's not in the call, I don't think.
You were here a long time ago when you were in the interview, buddy. You
Buddy?
goof. Buddy, not putty.
He wants to hear Paddy's opinion on something. What do you want to hear my opinion on, Strady? What exactly do you want to hear my opinion about?
Corruption, I think. I think you want to hear your opinion on corruption.
Okay, corruption. So, yes, there's a lot of power in the upper echelons of this government. Of course there is. But I don't think it's all there, and honestly, I think it needs to be there in all the ways. If you want to sue the government, there's a very good track record of that being successful for you, you know? And there's also a very good track record of you being able to influence legislation. It's just about what you want to do being reasonable, you know, and then just coming to us and talking about it. Because at the end of the day, like, we're pretty open. Like, sometimes when people come with us with, like, mod ideas and things like that, it's like, it's not really what we're into, but we listen to you.
Well, and one of the big things is, like, getting involved in the government. A lot of people complain about it, but then don't actually get involved. They just sort of, I don't know what they do. So I would definitely suggest, if you think the government is corrupt, if our Minecraft government is corrupt, getting involved, talking to us, and you know, that sort of thing. Like, you can't come on the day of election where you haven't participated at all in the government and then say we're corrupt, when, you know, you've had years that you could have been spending getting us uncorrupt. But eras, eons. But yeah, Putty, how much money do you think Evian's going to give you for this deal?
I missed a half hour. I was supposed to show it every half hour, so I missed one, so I'll have to ring them about that.
Shit. Well, now they're not going to give you nearly as much money.
But I covered my ass by drinking Buxton on occasion as well.
Buxton. Now, who makes Buxton?
English.
Buxton is English.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on these waters? Are they the exact same?
There are 3 waters that I think are the exact same, which is Evian, Buxton, and Bracken Carrig. The only reason why I picked Bracken Carrig is because it's Welsh. The other 2 taste around the same for me.
Where do you order them from?
Tesco's. I go to my supermarket and I buy them.
I can't. I mean, see, like, I'm not a big water person. I just drink tap water. I've always liked just regular. Always liked regular mineral water out of my tap, because I have basically mineral water coming out of my tap, and I don't know. I've always liked it. I think purified water tastes weird because I've been drinking tap so long, you know, but and the thing is with bottled water, I don't know about yours, but most bottled water companies here just bottle tap water, so it's like whatever. Evian should win. What? Someone said that in the stream. So someone said Evian should win. Anyway, versus oh no! Evian won. I do think Evian has better branding than Buxton.
Probably. Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
This is not a topic that anyone cares about.
No.
Steam sales.
Oh, have you gotten games in the Steam sale? I believe you have.
I've got like 20 games this Steam sale. Have you?
You
got
got
any?
20 games?
I got at least 10.
You're always complaining about how little money you have, and then you go and just like buy 30 fucking games. Like,
I've spent £25 this Steam sale.
wow,
Yeah.
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me look at the games I bought. I only bought a couple.
I only buy games when they are below £5.
I buy games when I want them. I bought Red Alert 3, which I've been wanting to buy Red Alert 3 since I was like 13 years old, and I don't know why I didn't when it first came out, because I loved the shit out of Red Alert 2. And one day I was walking into Best Buy. This was before Steam was a thing, and I looked at Red Alert 3 and I was like, holy shit, Red Alert 3's out. And I was like, holy fuck. It's got a hot Russian woman with a sniper rifle and a bear. What's not to like about this game? For some reason, I didn't buy it.
Chris and Daniel are on the server.
Oh.
Red Alert 3. Red Alert 3. Red
Yeah.
Alert 3.
So, I don't know why I didn't buy it, but I finally did this Steam sale, and I gotta say, it's one of the best purchases I've made in a while. Red Alert. Have you ever played Red Alert?
No.
Oh my god! So it's a RTS. It's a pretty basic RTS, but the campaign is one of the most like sort of warm campaigns I've ever played. Like, they've got these cheesy, real video cutscenes, like actual video of people. They bring in actors. They always have an actor that plays the president or premier of Russia. By the way, Red Alert is always like communism versus the Allies. That's what it always is. It's like communist Russia versus the Allies. And then in Red Alert 3, they added the Empire of the Rising Sun, which the Emperor of the Empire of the Rising Sun is played by what's Sulu. But anyway, you know the guy who played Sulu. What's his name? You make his noise. You make his voice. He's that really like Asian guy. He's like, hey. Whatever. I'll show you a picture of him later, but I don't know. How do you not know who Sulu is? I can't think of his actual actor's name. Whatever. From Star Trek? The Asian guy from Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Yeah. You do his voice all the time, and you don't actually know who this guy is? Fuck you, man. Okay, anyway.
I'm looking at your screen. Show me a picture.
Okay.
Oh, George Takei.
George Takei, that's it.
Yes, there you go.
George Takei is
yeah.
his name.
George do it all the time.
George Takei plays the Emperor of Japan in this game. But I've rambled on enough about Red Alert 3. It is.
I bought a bunch of games, including Assassin's Creed, which is cool. And how many games do you have right now?
I bought Goat Simulator. That game is ridiculous. What were we saying? How many games do I have?
Yeah.
169. You've got some indigestion problems there, buddy.
Yeah. Good.
Did you vomit because I had 169 games?
No. Don't worry.
Because I bought Goat Simulator?
So I've been asked in the Twitch comments.
You don't like Goat Simulator?
When's the actual opinion on corruption coming? So.
When is it, Putty?
Do you want to invite Streety on here? Or no?
It's up to you. Last time we brought him on, he didn't say what I thought he was gonna say, but if you want to bring him on, it's your podcast.
Nah. We'll leave him to wallow in the comments of Twitch.
The wallowing, the depressing wallowing. So, you've been working. Do you want to tell? You probably don't want to tell them that. I won't bring that up then. You don't want to tell them anything about Fallout New Vegas?
About what exactly?
About what you've been doing recently in Fallout New Vegas?
The mid-season finale?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. What do you want me to say about it? I'm happy to talk about it.
I mean, it's your series. I just thought you maybe want to talk about all the work you've been doing on it.
Yeah, well, it's taken like like 2 weeks to make the video, so that's a bit rough. But yeah, it's a good video. I'm really proud of it. It's my favorite video so far. Looking at it, it's the best video I've ever made. But obviously there's like 3 or 4 weeks before it's gonna come out. But I'm looking forward to restarting New Vegas in the new year, getting it done, hopefully before the 2-year anniversary. We've only got about 20 episodes left to record, roughly. We got Lonesome Road to finish, and then we've got the finale. There's only 2 parts for me to record after Lonesome Road. It's For Un Last and the finale. And the finale is going to take a lot of work, obviously. It's going to be like a month-long project, but...
Damn, a month-long project.
Well, this last one took 2 weeks, and I think the finale should be better than it.
Wow. This is quite an adventurous thing.
The finale's got to tie all our random-ass logic together.
I suppose. Yeah, I mean, it's hey, that's a lot of work there. I'll do what I can to help you on that. I
probably just need voice acting from
Yeah.
you.
In a couple days, I'll be doing my my year recap where I'll just talk about all the series I've done on my channel and all the things I've done, and I think I'll have Putty on for a few minutes to talk about Minecraft, and I'll have Graham on for a few minutes to talk about Napoleon. But what?
Minecraft.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Which they know about, but yeah, they and I did that last year, and Putty thought it was a low effort video. Apparently, I thought it was for the time, especially that place in my.
It was one of the worst videos on YouTube.
Really?
When we talked about it the other day, I was serious. You were this close to deleting your channel, and I thought you weren't close enough.
You thought it was my worst video. We'll talk about this afterwards. I can't. I guess I haven't watched it in a while, but I thought it was a decent video. Anyway, I had a good time with that. So we're gonna be doing another year recap this year, talking about all the series I've produced on my channel, and just thinking about those. What did you expect Streety to say? He says.
That's you. You said he didn't say what you expected him to say.
Oh. Well, I would say I expected you to talk more about the candidates, but you talked a lot about snow people. Whoa, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm back. We have discussed our agenda.
Oh, is Chris gonna join?
Do you have a written?
No, Chris has gone. We do have it written.
Where?
In a Skype chat.
Okay, could you paste it over into this one?
Yes. Right, so, do you want me to read out what the agenda is?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so. First item on our agenda is getting the rail system that we were talking about suited up in the Imperial City. The second thing we wanted to do is revamp the currency and get the currency into a bit of a better shape. The third thing is we wanted to make Glower Town a bit of a better place. Not sure how we're going to do that, but we'll do it. And the fourth thing, we want to increase commissions to the districts. And number 5, we want you two to get rid of the oh shit hideout.
It's not my oh shit hideout, by the way.
Yeah.
It's both of yours.
It's not his.
Oh.
He doesn't even know where it is.
Don't know where the new one is.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So yeah, Marshall, we want you to get rid of the oh shit hideout.
I mean, I'm a reasonable man. I listen to requests. Why?
Because we don't feel safe with you having such power.
Power? It's not power. It's just a building out in the middle of nowhere that I can
It
go to.
sounded like it was full of explosives.
That it may or may not be full of high quality, high grade explosives that could blow they could blow a mountainside up, but that is for my own protection.
Okay, then me and Reginald would at least like to know where it is.
Oh, I'm definitely not telling you that. Those explosives are there to keep all of you safe, so that the people can't find the explosives.
As the legal,
This sounds very familiar to a certain country that a certain person in school lives in, and their policies.
as a legal representative of this country, in a lot of ways, I just like to tell the government their powers. You can draft legislation through me, and you could force him to show you where it is. Force him to get rid of it if you
That's what I
pass the
wanna do.
legislation.
Yeah, if the legislation passes and then gets to my desk, and if I sign it, yeah.
Oh, that's true. He does have to sign
Ha
it.
ha 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 ha.
He is yet to not sign a piece of legislation.
Yeah, I usually sign them. Putty liquors me up. He liquors me up. I get all tired and confused. He usually asks me at like 4 a.m. He's like, "Hey, legislation," and I'm like, "Oh God,
Here's this mining act I've written.
I'm tired. What?" And he's like, sign it," and I'm like. And it's usually while I'm making a video, so I don't have the time to actually think about what I'm reading. I'm too busy interacting with the audience, so I'm just like, fuck. And it always feels like that. Half of the legislation, I've read all the legislation, but I've only really read half the legislation. Like, who knows what's in there? There could be an act about like, hey, it's duck hunting season.
It is duck hunting season in a week.
No. It's
Chicken hunting.
chicken.
Yeah, chickens and ducks are the same thing. It's just the chickens in water are called ducks.
Oh, sort of like orcs are the same thing as goblins, but orcs in caves are sometimes called goblins. That's exactly what it's like.
Orcs and goblins are completely different species.
Hashtag
I don't feel
Tolkien.
safe with you wielding that sword.
I'm a big Tolkien nerd, if you haven't noticed, but
Not at all.
I now also have a weapon, but it's not on. Oh, there we go.
I'll
I
cut you.
feel left out.
We can
I will bludgeon you
we
over
can
the
fight
head.
here, buddy. We
I
can
will
fight
bludgeon
here.
you over the head with a cola bottle.
And then to
I'm
the
hitting
I'll
Imperial,
cut your cola bottle in half.
to the Imperial King, and as a warning to the current government, the powers he has to dissolve Parliament are quite large. If you do something out of line, he can sue you basically and remove you from your position if the court case is held. But it's a very difficult court case to argue. Very difficult.
Good, because we may already have reached that point.
Why would you do?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Well, watch out.
We'll just have to be more careful.
Could I ask what you meant by reforming the currency? What exact? Do you mean just taking iron out of it?
No, we wanna completely reform it, make it a little bit more understandable and more neutral.
More
It's
neutral.
like the old shilling system that we used to have in the UK that I don't even understand. That at the moment, that's what our currency
Now, what
is
the
like.
fuck
So I'd
are
like to-
shillings anyway?
I don't fucking know.
I always thought they were like pennies, but that's not true. Like, what
No,
are
it
they?
was something like shilling.
Big currency.
They're like 100 pounds or like 10 pounds?
Well, shillings, like £1 back in the day is like 1,000, 100,000 today. So
It was.
But
really
what
big,
is a
and that's how
shilling?
our currency- I
a,
don't
a
know.
pound.
Oh, so a
And-
shilling was just a pound. Okay.
But our currency feels a lot like the old shilling system, where it had loads of different tiers, and
It's got
we
three.
want to. What was it? No, I thought it's 4.
3.
No, because one currency is like one paper is equal to one gold, so it's on the same tier.
It's a tri-metal
right.
currency backed up by 3 different metals to make sure that there's plenty of minerals to support it. That way, if you take the money to the bank, you can get your money exchanged for the minerals because all the minerals are in the bank.
Right. So basically, yeah, we just want to make.
Are you
sure-
going to change it to a fiat currency?
Explain what you mean by that.
Okay, so fiat is what most banks in the world are currently on. Like the American Federal Reserve is on a fiat system. It's basically backed up by
Nothing.
nothing. It's backed
Like,
up by
it's
backed up.
It's backed up by someone there just hugging it.
It's backed up by a promise from the government that it's worth something, or otherwise known as government bonds. So
Not not really, but we just want to make it
So
that
are you
there's
just going to make it a single metal system, a bi-metal system, or a fiat currency system?
probably bi-metal, but they're probably going to do the same metal. I don't want to reveal too much. No, fuck it, I'll just tell you what we're thinking about.
I mean, we'll
What we
find out eventually. You can reveal it or
Yeah.
not, but
So it's
I'm
like
the one who has to write the legislation.
what we're thinking about is having basically a gold system where a gold nugget is worth a ninth of a gold bar. If I'm
wait,
doing
sorry, a gold bar is a
9
gold.
gold nuggets are worth 1 gold bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to completely reform
Completely reform it.
instead of an 8 iron into 1 gold, a 9 gold nugget into 1 gold, and
It's going to be purely gold.
and you're going to take diamonds out of the currency and
But the gold has to be processed through what we're going to set up a royal mint, which is so that's just.
will
a,
you
a way
keep
to make-
paper as a representative in the currency, or does it have to be
We might.
hard?
Paper's very easy to get hold of and forge. So
But it's illegal.
Entirely illegal.
yeah, but it's still easy to get hold of and forge. So we would be thinking about getting it as just the gold system. But the gold would have to go through the royal treasury that we will set up to be validated
So
from
kind
the
of like
mining district.
it is now.
Yeah,
Gold has to go through the royal treasury.
yeah.
Okay.
This mint will it be run out of a separate structure, or will it be built into the current treasury system?
It will probably we'll just dissolve the system we've got at the moment, if that makes sense.
So you'll just move the new gold into the current treasury house.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But then have a processing area where any gold coming from the mining district gets processed from there.
Okay, that's hey.
Why do you feel the currency needs reform? Is it because iron is useful, or is it just because
Well, iron and diamonds are useful, which makes sense to
iron
me.
and diamonds are useful, and 2, it's very complicated. Because
I think yours is more, personally.
well, no, it's a very simple system. You've got gold nuggets and you've got gold bars. 1 gold bar is worth 9 gold nuggets. So basically, think of it like a gold bar is £1.
You're gonna
gold
have to.
nugget is 10p.
You're gonna have to go through the Commodities Act and set prices for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be
So you'll
sure
have
do
to
that.
rewrite the Commodities Act. Is basically what we're saying.
I have to rewrite.
In
the
fact, I
Commodities
think I'm
Act.
in the tower now. Hang on. Let me go look at the Commodities Act.
Whoa! You're in where?
I'm in the courtroom.
The courtroom.
Yes,
I
the
thought
way
you
where
said
we
the
keep,
tower.
where we keep all the I don't know why I called it a tower. Where we keep all the
Well, because if you
legislation.
say tower, there is a tower.
Because I was thinking that the tower is where we keep all of the original copies. So for some reason I was thinking that I meant the the courthouse.
So just to reiterate, as we're going to wrap this podcast up, the agenda is for new Prime Minister, the president, sorry, is first of all getting rails. That's their first priority. Second of all, reforming the currency. Third of all, making Lower Town better. Fourth is getting taxes lowered or commissions increased, and finally to remove the oh shit hideout. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been a bit of an impromptu one, and I'll see you guys next time.